Many software engineers who want to start their own business and quit their existing 9-to-5 software engineering job often pick wrong business models whenever they're doing this. They either start building some SaaS that nobody will need as a result, or they do some freelancing, consulting, or coaching. And in this video I want to explain why starting an agency is the best business model that you can pick as a software engineer. And this is the same reason why I picked it myself, even while initially I wanted to start with consulting and coaching. By the end of this video, you'll also probably want to start an agency if you didn't start it yet, or convert your existing business into an agency. So let's get started with those 6 points that I have for this video. My initial idea was to start consulting and coaching for software engineers who want to transition into business and start this agency or consulting business. And this is what I still do. But then I realized the first point of this video, which is consulting is much harder to sell than an agency. An agency basically is the easiest model you can sell, even if you compare it with courses or anything else what is cheaper than an agency. Because with agency, it's a done-for-you framework. Basically, you are doing the work for your client. And because this is what you do, your client doesn't have to do anything. And what it does is that it basically increases the chance of succeeding with this work, because you are, as a professional, doing this work instead of the client. You're not just teaching client on how to do this, or you're not providing him some SaaS products that he will use to do this himself. You are doing this for him. And I'll show the framework here that you should use to understand how to increase your value. And the framework basically consists of the dream outcome that they want to achieve. For example, they want to build some software, so this is a dream outcome, and then it's multiplied by the chance of actually getting this dream outcome. But then it's all divided by the amount of effort your client needs to put into getting this result and the amount of time it actually takes to get this working. And the best part with an agency is that this part below is basically almost zero, because your clients will basically have zero effort and sacrifice to do this work, because you're gonna do this instead of them. And it will also take the least amount of time to get those results, because you are, as a professional, will be doing this faster than they would do this themselves. For example, in my agency, because I'm doing the work myself and I know that what I'm doing is working, I'm able to guarantee better results than for the case when I'm just coaching the client to do this work themselves. This difference between those two options is pretty huge. I don't want to disclose how much is it, because you may be my potential client, but it's huge, because I know that the work that I'm doing myself can be much better than the work that you may do yourself. And the second reason to actually start an agency instead of any other business model is that you don't need testimonials. Again, we're using the same formula, and by using this formula we are understanding that we don't pretty much have to prove to anyone that we can do the work, because we're basically doing the work ourselves and we're guaranteeing some results, and we're pretty sure that we can get this working. And if we don't, we usually have some refunds or some other terms that can improve the client's side. But with coaching, you definitely need testimonials, because you can't just say, okay, I don't have any clients, I don't have any results, but it's gonna work for you and I'm gonna teach you how to do this. It's definitely much harder to propose this offer, because client has to believe that you are actually able to do this work for him and teach him something. And this is exactly why I started a client acquisition agency, so that I can actually provide this value myself and won't be teaching my clients, tech founders or software engineers on how to do this, because I don't have those testimonials yet. And by the way, if you need help with creating your agency, no matter if you already started doing this or you are just considering to start, then make sure to connect with me and I'm gonna give you the next steps that you can use to actually do this effectively. It's completely free, I'm not gonna charge you for this. The third reason to start an agency is that you can guarantee better results, because look at this yourself. If you are saying that I'm gonna coach you on how to get your first clients, or I'm gonna coach you on how to build your website, then you have no idea if they actually will be able to build this website, so you cannot guarantee them results. But if you're actually doing this yourself, you are the one who is responsible for those results, and your guarantees can be much better, they can be more appealing, and they can be more sexy. But whenever you are teaching someone on how to do this, you are not so confident that they can actually do this, even if your information is 100% correct and everything you're gonna give them is gonna work and it actually can give them the results. There may be just a chance that they may just not do the work, and you may not even know if they're gonna do this work or not. For example, you're gonna give them the complete template on what they should send to their clients to actually get sales, but they will not be sending this because it's coaching, it's done with you, it's not done for you, where you are just getting into their account and sending those templates on their behalf. And if you actually do this work, you're putting this effort in, marketing, but you didn't get those results, then you can actually refund them their money because you know that it's 100% your fault and there is no one else you can blame for actually not making this succeed. But if there is no results when you're coaching someone or they're using your SaaS product and trying to get some results, for example, your SaaS product is automating their cold outreach and you basically cannot guarantee that they will actually get results with it because there is also millions of variables where they can fail. And as a result, you may also have some arguments with those clients who will be saying that I was doing all the work, but you're gonna say no, you didn't do the work, so it's gonna be problematic. So done for you is a much easier option. Fourth reason to start a done for you agency is that you will learn a lot. And this is exactly why I also wanted to do this, because I still have a lot of stuff that I can learn. Instead of coaching or consulting some engineers on how to start their business, I can run those businesses for them. Obviously, I'm usually not doing this for software engineers, I'm doing this for founders who already have an established business and they just want to get more leads. So instead of coaching them that you should do this and that, and then if there is a reply, you can reply this, I will be just doing this on their behalf. I will see more patterns on how actually clients reply, what are some DM templates that are working, which ones are not. I'll be able to see more patterns in different niches and I'll definitely learn a lot of information that will be valuable in my coaching afterwards, where I will be able to provide better results. And if you're considering to build a SaaS, this is how you can also do with your SaaS. You can start an agency and then you can convert it into do-it-yourself SaaS. Or if you're selling info products, it's going to be a course or coaching. This is exactly how my plan looks like. And I would also consider a SaaS product at some point. The fifth reason to start an agency is that you're learning even if nobody is buying from you. And this is a cool thing because whenever you're building a SaaS, you're just building the SaaS and then you find out that nobody needs it and there is nothing you can do with it. But whenever you're building an agency, you can actually tweak your offer a little bit. You can see what your clients actually need whenever you chat with them, even if it's in DMs or on a cold call, on a sales call, you chat with them and you see what are their problems. You're actually understanding what they're looking for. And it's actually the same idea with coaching. But here you will be able to get even more feedback, especially if you decide to work on some revenue share options, which is what pretty lots of clients usually offer to pretty much any agency. So this is what you can even decide to do with some of your potential clients who don't want to buy from you. You can work with them on a revenue basis, and by doing this, you will be actually learning. And after you land your first sales, this is when you'll be learning even more. The sixth but not the last one, actually, I decided to add the seventh one as well, is that you can transition your knowledge. As I already mentioned, after you've done your agency, you can transition it into coaching, into consulting, into the course, into a SaaS product, and basically you can make it more passive. And you can also transition it into just an agency which is working without you. You can basically hire other people, automate this entire process. After you've built some testimonials, after you have some results, you can basically hire other people to do this work for you, and this business will basically transition into a more passive income for you. And this is exactly why I started this agency, so that I can transition it into coaching as a result, because agency definitely takes more time and effort to run, but it's definitely worth it. And the seventh reason that I also wrote down during the process of recording the video is that you can charge higher prices, and it's, I think, obvious. Since you're doing the work yourself, since you are not just teaching and you're actually implementing this on your own, you are able to charge much higher prices. And it's definitely worth much more than coaching, and the best part is that you can also add monthly retainers, meaning recurring payments that you will be getting each and every month for your work that you are doing. Even if you've built some website just once, you can still have this monthly retainer that is gonna work for you until the point that the client decides to cancel his website, for example, if that's a website. And this is it for the benefits of starting an agency. And if you're actually serious about starting an agency like this and basically becoming a businessman instead of just being a normal 9-to-5 software engineer, then I really recommend you to check out this video about a niche selection and how to identify what problem you're gonna solve, for whom you're gonna solve it, and what exactly your solution is gonna look like. I will see you in this video.